Well, there. So in this video, we're going to talk about WowApp and how we utilize this as part of the 2K profit system, not only as a way to earn income, but also as a communication tool for our group, for our team. So the reason we've chosen WowApp for our main communication tool is not only because you can earn by using it, but also because it is much easier to use than other platforms, and also because it's less susceptible to spammers than platforms like Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Telegram, etc. Okay. So with WowApp, you actually can earn without paying any money. There's no money, you have to pay nothing for WowApp. It's all free. You can earn by playing games, doing surveys, submitting offers, and also just by using the site. In fact, you can actually get paid just for checking into the site each day and claiming your earnings. Okay. So WowApp has a web interface. They've also got a desktop interface, which we're going to check here in a second. And also there's a mobile app, which we will talk about at another video. So right now I'm on my desktop, and WowApp has a feature where you can actually set that as your home page. And when you do, you earn just by opening the page up. So right now we're on that here. So every time I close my app, my browser, I open it back up, it's going to pop WowApp up, and I'm going to earn just for having it open. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move my picture over here, just always so you can see all these pictures here. So right now we're on the web interface, and the first thing you see here is the universal basic income. Now that is income you earn just by checking in and claiming it every day. It's based upon the activity of your network. Okay? And you can build a decent network here in WowApp and earn fairly decent income just with WowApp alone. Okay, depending upon how, of course, the activity that your members have and your referrals do, and the number of people you bring in, you can actually earn a decent income just with WowApp alone. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and actually log into my actual back office. So right now we're on the home page of my browser, and this is what I've set to open up each time. And every time this opens up, I'm earning. Ads are popping up. I'm earning from the impressions. So you're going to earn just by opening up your browser. Okay. And we have instant earn shop. You can play games and earn. You can make calls. You can actually get use your credits from WowApp and get discounted long distance calls, international calls, just with using WowApp. So you won't have to use. So if you're unable to, you or maybe someone you know from another country is unable to, maybe they can't afford a cell phone service or whatever, or they have to pay extra charge, you can actually get very low rates by using WowApp to make your calls. Okay. And your doing good is your streak, how many times in a row you've been logging into the app and using it. And one good thing about WowApp is that what they do is they take a percentage of what they bring in, okay? And you earn a percentage from your activity, in your network's activity, and plus they're going to match some of that to donate to a charity of your choice. They have several charities you can check out and have donate to. And they will match some donations to go to your favorite charity, okay? Which is pretty cool, all right? So it's basically about doing good all around, doing good for yourself and for others and for the whole world, okay? Actually, what I'm going to do is near the end of this video, I'm going to actually attach 2 other videos that WowApp has made that tells you more about their mission and why this came about, okay? So anyway, getting back. And if you look up here, it's going to say this is my network is 636 people in my network, because I've been doing this for a few years. You can click this to invite people, and these are the current earnings. Now one wow coin is worth 1 penny. So 1,509.99 wow coins is actually $15.09, and then like almost another penny. So it's almost 15.06. Okay. So I'm actually going to go ahead and we'll go to my profile. So you click view profile. You can see you actually set your own profile that people can see. And this is where you get your invite link. So your invite link is actually your personal page link right here. You copy that and give that out to people. But with the 2K profit system, you don't have to worry about that because we have that inside the 2K profit system. And right before step one, in the introduction step. So there's no need to promote WowApp separately. Okay, again, like I stressed in the last video, there's no need to promote anything directly except for the 2K problem system because everything else goes inside the system or on the back end. Okay, so no need to just start doing all this crazy stuff and promoting every different thing everywhere. Just focus on 2KPS. Enter your WowApp ID in your profile, and people will join WowApp through you through the 2K profit system. Okay. And what's cool about this, you can actually set this to allow anyone to join you. So, for example, if you want to really get your referrals built up, just click on this, and you will get free referrals. If people come through WowApp and they don't have a refer, they don't have a sponsor, they cycle through and they give those out to people who have this set to where you can actually get free referrals. So if you click this to yes, you'll get random referrals that you didn't bring in. Okay. So, and of course, that's my profile. Clicking on earn, different ways to earn. You got to download the desktop app for desktop or mobile apps for different devices. Okay. Your UBI, I talked about that earlier. Instant earn is by doing surveys and offers. You can get paid to shop. You get cash back by shopping. You just when you're ready to shop, you click it through here, and then you can earn cash back from participating retailers. Play games. You can talk on the phone to earn, and you can also earn store credits. Okay. You're doing good. That's your streak. So if I click on that, that talks about your charities and how long. It's like, for example, I've been on there 53 weeks in a row. My high score is 962. Okay, so I'm trying to beat my high score. My total income is 1828.88. Now, if you notice over here, it said 15 something. Okay. Now, what that is that with WowApp, the earnings are put on hold for 60 days. This way, they make sure that not only did the user not cheat to earn the earnings, but they also make sure that the company that is paying for these ads and paying for this is actually gonna follow through. Okay, so WowApp is very secure, making sure that everyone follows the rules, everyone's being honest, and everyone's following through with what they're supposed to do. So you earn, say you earn something on the 1st of December, that will be payable on the 1st of January. So you just gotta let it accumulate for 60 days, okay? And that's pretty simple. Okay. And here it talks about, you can manage your charities here. You can pick which charity you want to, or charities you want to donate to. And it does not come out of this. It comes out of, it's already allocated before. So whatever earnings you have here, that's yours. The charity donations are already allocated before you get your earnings. Okay. So, like right here, it shows the ones I'm donating to. When you want to go to cash it, click cash it. You can cash out by PayPal through your bank. I believe you can also do cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Store credit, talks about how to do store credit. Okay. You shop, you log in through the shop, you can earn cash back from participating retailers. You get competitions, different contests going on, news, games, and you can use this to talk. Okay. The desktop app is very similar. Okay. And there's a lot more to it than this, guys. That's why I'm going to attach those videos at the end. There's a lot more to WowApp than just what I'm talking about here. So the desktop app is very similar. Okay. You got the same things right here. You got. I'll go ahead and move my recording app out of the way here. Okay, so is that, for example, you got your competitions, you got your news, you got all this different stuff here, and you got your shop, play games, make cash, or make calls rather. Your UBI is right here. That's what I've done so far in my UBI for today. Your network health. Your network health is basically and you see it's very low right here. Your network health has to do with how many people in your network are actually active. Okay, so I've got a large network, but they're not very active right now. Okay, but that's fine because those are people that have been random referrals. I've got a lot of people from all over the world that have either quit using it or whatever, which is fine, because what I'm doing now is I'm focusing on the 2K profit system and building it through that, so I can get a higher network health, which means my network will actually be more active, which means I will earn, and you want to do the same thing. You want to make sure you're building this through the 2K profit system, because this way you can connect with those people. And we have a thing here where we actually encourage and actually incentivize people to actually stay active. Okay, and you'll learn more about that. You'll learn more about keeping your streak when you join the 2K profit system and get into our WowApp groups. We'll talk about more about that later. Okay. Again, if we go to my chats, these are all the chats here. These are the different groups that I'm in. We have a 2K profit system group here. Okay. You can invite people to WowApp through this. You can add people to groups through the mobile app, etc. So there's a lot of different things you can do with WowApp, not just for earning, but also for communications. And I'll be doing, again, I'm going to do more videos on WowApp. I'll probably do videos on each specific aspect of it, because there's a lot to it and a lot more to it. But with that, guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go ahead and attach 2 other videos that were created by WowApp to explain more about how the program works. With that, guys, make sure that you are part of the 2K profit system. Make sure you click the link on this page somewhere. Make sure you get into the 2K profit system. And once you do, I'll add you to our WowApp group, and we'll explore more about WowApp. And in the next video, we're going to talk about the TL2I cash mailer WowApp. That is the most powerful, if not the most powerful systems you can add to 2KPS, not only for traffic generation and for generating leads, but also for earning income. So with that, have a fantastic day, and we'll see you in the next video.
Isn't there something we missed in this grand scheme where the internet is everywhere? When did something that was supposed to connect the world start to isolate us from one another? Every day we hear bad news, and there's little you can do about it. How come the more the internet lets us know, the less it makes us feel? How come the more the world opens, the more indifferent we become to it? But what if I told you there's a new way anyone can do good? And it's right at your fingertips. Meet WowApp.
The first platform where you can chat, call, earn, and share, and do good while doing so. WowApp is a free app that shares more than 70% of all revenue margin with its members, which they can use freely or donate to one of nearly 2,000 charities featured in the app, so that sharing becomes true sharing. You can also do good for yourself by cashing out. The more we come together, the more we can make the world a better place. Join the WowApp community and discover the power of sharing. Let's make a difference in this world. It's time for Wow. I couldn't escape the world as a little boy. When I was 6 years old, my parents bought me a globe, and they put this globe next to my bed. Now, this globe came in very handy because my parents always wanted me to go to sleep too early. And I didn't want to sleep, but when I turned on the light in my room, they could see it from the outside. They would come and they would turn it off. So this globe had a light inside, but it was dimly lit, so I could turn it on and they couldn't see. And for hours, I would stay awake. I would spin the globe and spin the globe. And because I was so bored, I started reading what was on the globe. They were big words on the globe, those were the countries, and they were underlined words, those were the capitals. And after about 18 months, I knew most of the countries and the capitals of the world. So while that was good, I didn't actually know where my own country was. See, Switzerland, where I was born, is a very small country. And on the map, there was some strange abbreviation for it. And there was nothing written like Schweiz, which is Switzerland in my native tongue. So I saw a country on the map that looked really big and looked really powerful. And it had an abbreviation, SSSR. So I decided for myself, this must be my country. And I thought for the longest time that my Switzerland was the Soviet Union. How disappointed I was when I found out it was not that great. When I became an adult, I started traveling to all these places. Now, I haven't visited all of them. I'm at about 117 countries and territories. And one of my key interests always is in the economies of the countries. How do the economies work? How do they affect the people? And how do they interact with each other? One of my most interesting economic debates I had in North Korea with my North Korean guide. When I asked my North Korean guide about the North Korean economy, he assured me it was the best economy in the world. When I asked him why, he said, you see, where you come from in the West, in Western Europe, in the United States, you have unemployed people. You have people that live on the streets, while in North Korea, everybody has a job. We have full employment. That's why North Korea is the best economy in the world. I was able to snatch this picture. In North Korea, you're not allowed to take picture of people, but I was able to take this picture of a traffic lady, and she clearly illustrates what full employment means. They don't have traffic lights in North Korea. They have people doing it. Can you imagine our European economy or our Western economy if we replaced all the machines and all the tools we use with people? How amazing would that be? We would have no unemployment. Or would it be? Well, maybe not, because North Korea is not a good economy, and certainly not a striving one. In contrast to North Korea is the United States. Until last year, the US was the world's leading economy, the largest in the world. And what's impressive to me, it had this spot for over 100 years. What's so powerful about the US economy is the capitalism it has exported to all over the world. There are two aspects to this capitalism that I find most powerful. The US attitude towards entrepreneurship and its entrepreneurial spirit, which is exactly what led me to the United States when I was 16 years old. Second is the middle class, a strong, striving middle class, which is necessary for a strong economy. But when I look at the US economy and when I look at capitalism today in the world, I am concerned. I am concerned about the sustainability, and I'm concerned whether this capitalism I have enjoyed is going to stay with us because of a rising trend in income inequality. The top 1% of the world today owns 50%, and the bottom 99% owns another 50%. How does that sound to you? The bottom 99%? Doesn't sound right, does it? And it doesn't sound sustainable. And it's even less sustainable when the prediction is that the top 1% goes to 51% next year, 52% the year after, and 54% by 2019. When looking at the last 20 years, income inequality has really risen rapidly. But why is that? What happened in the last 20 years? We all got connected to the internet. Connectivity rose. But is there really a link between connectivity and income inequality rising? When looking at connectivity, this illustrates more than 2 billion devices being shipped this year. When I started thinking about income inequality, and when I started thinking about connectivity in 2009, more than 2 billion people were connected to the internet. Today, it is over 3 billion people. But when I first think of connectivity and internet and the world, I think of good things. We get connected, which means we get closer to each other. Information is more freely available. And when we look at changes that happen in countries, regime changes, democratic movement as a result of connectivity, that's all a very good thing. So I started thinking more about it. And I was asking myself, so is connectivity connected or not? and I found something that is highly disturbing. I found that in today's world of connectivity, we have a very strange economic phenomenon. It's a phenomenon where billions of people work, contribute content and actions for free, and very, very few reap massive economic gain. Because people work and contribute for free, I'm calling this economic phenomenon freeism. How does freeism actually work? I participated in freeism this morning. I participated last night. So have most of you, and you don't even know it. In freeism, you use the internet as you do every day. You use it for free. But while you use the internet, what actually happens is that due to your actions, economic gain is created. Now, this economic gain is large, very large. But what happens with this economic gain? It goes to very few. Now, think about it. The way I define freeism, billions of people work, contribute content and actions for free, and very, very few reap all economic gain. In a system where billions of people work for free and only very few reap all the gain, income inequality is virtually built in. Now, I'm not saying that freeism is the reason for rising income inequality, but what I am saying is it's a reason for it, a reason most of us have never thought about. In 2009, I had a vision. I had a vision of a more fair world, because when I think of freeism, what comes to my mind, it's not fair. It just isn't. It doesn't make any sense. So I thought, why not create an economy that is fair? Why not create an economy that's based on sharing? Why not create an economy where if we contribute, we actually earn a piece that contribution creates? If value is created, we receive something from it as a return. So when I asked my friends, what do you think about an economy that's based on sharing? And then imagine when we share with the people have a choice to either cash out for themselves or to share part of what they earn with the community. So sharing becomes true sharing, and they can do greater good in the world. So when I told my friends about this concept, they had 3 reactions to me. The first reaction, wow, this sounds like a great idea. The second reaction, this is too good to be true. And the third reaction, it's impossible to build this in the real world. Because most of my friends that I talked to had a first reaction of wow. I'm calling this new economic system wowism. So how does wowism work? In wowism, we all do the things we do regularly. We don't change our patterns. All the things we currently do for free, we now do for wow. In wowism, economic gain is generated, just like in freeism, the same way, from namely the actions of chat and call, in the example you will see later today. But in wowism, this gain is distributed back with the community. In fact, the way wowism is defined as an economic system where the majority of economic gain is shared with the community, and the community can then share in turn to do good in the world. Doing good. So in wowism, the community earns. And then everybody in the community has a choice how much of that they want to cash out for themselves and how much of that they want to share with a cause, with a charity they care about. So what is this charity thing all about? It's difficult to do charity today for most of us. So in wowism, we need to make it easy. We need to make it just a few clicks away. And I personally believe that through Wowism, when we give unselfishly to a cause that we care about, it actually increases our happiness. There is an interesting TED Talk by Dan Gilbert from Harvard about this concept of unselfish sharing and happiness. So I want this economy actually to create happiness among those that use it. Is this just a utopia, or is this a reality? I mean, think about it. A new economic system that's based on sharing, a new economic system that's based on doing good, a new economic system that's based on making the people happy. Come on. Can't be real. It's just a fantasy in someone's mind. And you know, for a long time it was. Because between the summer of 2009 and early 2011, I couldn't figure out how to take this concept, this wow concept, and actually turn it into something real. Turn it into a platform that can actually work, and into a platform that can transform the way we use the internet every day. When I came up with a concept of how it could work, I called it WowApp. And we put together a team of 70 people, and we started working on this concept of WowApp in early 2011. Initially, we thought it would take us about 2.5 years. We knew we were building a new economy, but we weren't really thinking about it. We thought it was more like an app, a platform. But in reality, it turned out to be much more complex than that. WowApp is, Wowism in reality, a new economy. And after nearly 5 years, we finally released it to the world just a few weeks ago. Now in WowApp, 70% of all revenue margin is shared with the community in real time. The community then chooses how much of that they want to share with themselves by cashing out, or how much of that they want to share with a charity and cause they care about. Now, it is important to mention that I don't believe Wowism and WowApp is the solution to income inequality, but I think it's a step in the right direction. So, whereas connectivity brought us freeism, it is connectivity that can set us free from it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me end my talk with the world premiere of the WowApp Manifesto.
Isn't there something we missed in this grand scheme where the internet is everywhere? When did something that was supposed to connect the world start to isolate us from one another? Every day we hear bad news, and there's little you can do about it. How come the more the internet lets us know, the less it makes us feel? How come the more the world opens, the more indifferent we become to it? But what if I told you there's a new way anyone can do good? And it's right at your fingertips. Meet WowApp.
The first platform where you can chat, call, earn, and share, and do good while doing so. WowApp is a free app that shares more than 70% of all revenue margin with its members, which they can use freely or donate to one of nearly 2,000 charities featured in the app, so that sharing becomes true sharing. You can also do good for yourself by cashing out. The more we come together, the more we can make the world a better place. Join the WowApp community and discover the power of sharing. Let's make a difference in this world. It's time for Wow. Thank you very much.